Metal Jesus, and I'm back again with Kinsey.
Hello, and today we're here to talk about some of our favorite Star Wars things.
Yes, we are both really big Star Wars fans. As a matter of fact, some of the stuff I'm going to show you today I've had since I was a little boy. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be a bunch of stuff too, like figures, books, clothing as you're wearing here. Let's take a look. All right, so where to start? We have so much stuff. I think I'm gonna go first. I was really excited to bring these out because when Star Wars Episode 1 was announced, it hadn't come out yet, but the trailer came out. I literally watched the trailer. I was like a little boy again. I was like, oh my God, new Star Wars. It'd been so long, right?
Right.
And so I bought a ton of figures for that first Episode 1. Unfortunately, didn't turn out quite so well. I don't know if you like Episode 1 or not. No.
It's not my favorite.
But the action figures were really cool. So I have a bunch of them here, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them because it has a really interesting little feature. It has this little stand that you put them on, and there's a little chip underneath it. And then you have this, it's called a ComTech or a ComTalk, depending on the region.
ComTalk.
And basically what you do is you push it, it turns on, and then you wave the action figure over it.
You have done well, Viceroy.
That's hilarious. Here's skinless C-3PO.
My parts are showing. Oh my goodness. What do you mean naked? What do you mean naked?
And
my parts are showing. Oh my goodness.
He'll say like up to 4 different things, but there's a bunch of them for those figures, and it's actually kind of a neat little thing. I mean, I don't know if there's really any point to it. I do believe that if you put multiple figures up, that they'll talk to each other.
That's amazing.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And it looks like the ship from when they're next to the Sarlacc pit.
Oh yeah, I know. So unfortunately though, I don't have any original Star Wars figures from like 1977. Do you?
Nope.
I was a total idiot and sold them in college. I remember I literally wanted beer money, and which is a very noble thing to do when you're in college. But basically, I sold them to a guy. I had all the guns. They were in perfect condition. Sold them for $100. It was heartbreaking.
$100?
I know.
It's not even that much beer.
I know. And it's funny. I don't remember the beer at all. I just cried for weeks after that, though. I was like, oh, why did I do that? Yeah.
I'm gonna cry now.
So another thing I want to kind of show that I think is pretty interesting, it's Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Are you familiar with this?
I'm not.
So
Awesome.
What's really interesting about this, it's by Alan Dean Foster, and essentially this book was written in 1978, before Empire Strikes Back, before Return of the Jedi. So he was contracted to write a second movie. And so he actually did a treatment for a second movie, which unfortunately never got made. But this is the book that basically that could have been the second Star Wars movie. And it's actually really interesting because it's all new material. It takes place kind of on this swampy jungle world, which turned into Dagobah.
Yeah.
In the second movie. And it's what's really interesting about it, it's kind of creepy. It's a really creepy sort of story. So anyways, it's a kind of a interesting and weird sort of novel that existed in the Star Wars universe. All right, so what do you have?
All right, I brought my Star Wars Xbox 360.
I am so jealous. And this is
awesome.
It's in fantastic condition.
I love it. This is the one I use every single day.
Really?
It makes the R2-D2 beeps and boops when you turn it on, so it's awesome.
So it also came with like the Kinect. It came with a Star Wars Kinect game, right? Like a dancing one. It's like that infamous Han Solo kind of like dancing. Have you played that?
I have it. It's still in the box where it came from.
It's probably terrible, but it's just one of those sort of weird, quirky Star Wars things, huh?
I'll play it someday. It'll be fun.
That's cool. I'd love to get one.
It's awesome. You should.
I should.
All right, and then I also have the awesome Millennium Falcon plug and play.
Yeah, this is really cool actually because I believe it's the only place you can play these specific Star Wars games.
I think so.
Yeah. And it's cool too because it has like this analog kind of joystick at the top. It's got the buttons.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. All right, so next up for me is something I'm not really like fond of necessarily, but again, too, this shows just how obsessed with episode 1 I was before it came out.
Before you even saw it.
I know, I was like one of those guys. I'm like, you know, I was so excited. I actually bought Diet Pepsi, the official Queen Amidala. You know, they're unopened, and number 17 and 18. I'm sure there's somebody out there who probably owns the entire series.
And they're just missing these, and then they're gonna watch the video and they're like, oh my gosh.
Call me. We'll make a deal. No, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So
they are cool.
I wonder if I open it up, it would, I mean, does it go bad? The Pepsi in there?
Probably, eventually.
I would hope so.
I would think so.
I don't know. Another thing that I have, this is something I had when it first came out. So this is one of the official kind of Marvel special edition Star Wars comic books. And this is oversized, obviously. This is issue number 1.
That's so rad.
Now, what was really amazing about this, one, it was oversized and just beautiful to look at the time, but also what was really cool as a fan, as a kid, see, we didn't know what the second and third movies were going to be about at all. There was just nobody knew, right? This is cool because the dialogue is kind of different and the scenes are drawn a little bit different. So it was a little insight into, you know, more Star Wars. And so as a kid, I just loved it. I ate it up. I looked at every single panel looking for little clues in the background, you know, like what is that alien character and stuff. It was really fun.
That's amazing. I can't even like imagine what it would be like to have to wait for the movies, because I mean, when I saw them, I just saw all of them.
Yeah, it was at the time, it was all brand new, you know, and so we would devour the when the figures came out. I remember specifically like some of the background characters, like the bounty hunters and stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember getting the figures and to see what their feet look like, because in the movies you may not see what their feet look like. And so, and so sometimes, especially in the original action figures, they would have human feet. And I'd be like, that's so stupid, you know? Like they don't have human feet, and you know, how is that possible? But yeah.
Just feet are blowing your mind.
They are blowing my mind. Or I'd look up the skirt, you know, and like see if, I don't know, that was just...
Of course you would.
Of course I would. All right, so what are you holding there? Because it's freaking cool.
I love this poster. Yeah. This is one of the original Coca-Cola series that they had, and there's 4 of them, and this is number 2 of 4.
It's beautiful, and I've actually never seen anything quite like it before. Like it's a composition that is it original to Coca-Cola? Do you think, or?
I think so.
Yeah, and it's like watercolor style.
It's so beautiful. I love this poster.
Now, have you seen the others?
I haven't.
That's cool. And where did you find this?
I actually found this in my grandparents' house. Oh. And then for years, I was like, Grandma, I want that. Yeah. So finally, they framed it and gave it to me.
Wow, that's cool. And it hangs in your apartment?
Of course it does. Right next to my Empire Strikes Back poster.
Very cool. Which is different than mine, right?
It is different, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so you also brought this, which I think is actually pretty rad.
Oh, it's so rad. This is an original Star Tours jacket.
It is so like groovy. Like this is
so
I mean,
cool.
You want to just put on some roller skates, listen to some Bee Gees, you know. So Star Tours, is that well, it's Disney, right? So
yeah, it's the ride in Disneyland. It's pretty awesome. I know they redid it recently, but
yeah,
I only went on the old one.
And where did you get that?
Goodwill.
Oh, dude, I can't believe that was sitting at Goodwill. That's so awesome. And it's probably like $5-10 or something like that.
Yep, under 10.
Cool.
I don't even know what it's worth now. It's just amazing. I would never get rid of it.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, and then what else you got?
All right, I have a lot of Star Wars clothes.
Me too.
So I had to like kind of pick and choose here. But I do have, it might be hard to show, some amazing Empire leggings. And I love these pants.
So actually, of Star Wars, really my favorite figures is always the classic Stormtroopers. There's something about them and that helmet and the way that they looked. Even though they weren't very tough and you seem like you can shoot them with one shot, but man, I love their designs. That's really cool.
It's awesome. And now they're all over my ass, so which is pretty cool.
And well, Darth Vader is on there as well, right?
Yep.
Near your crotch. So there you go. Yeah.
And then I have more Star Wars leggings. And these ones are really cool. These are my Star Wars montage leggings.
Nice.
It's got like every character. I love these ones.
Where did you get this at?
These ones are from Black Milk.
Okay.
And they're amazing. The last time I wore them, I was walking down the street and someone just started screaming at me. They're like, "She's wearing space pants!" Like,
Space pants.
Space pants. I was like, "I'll take it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks." So, but these are amazing. I love these.
Yeah, those are cool.
And the last one I'm gonna show, I love this dress. It's adorable. It's based off some old sheets from, I believe they're like released in the 80s.
Okay, like bed sheets.
Bed sheets, yeah. And I actually know every time I wear this dress, people are like, "I owned those sheets."
Oh, really?
So I love this. It's so like cool and vintage and amazing.
Very cool. And then I have some shirts. You guys have seen these in my videos a lot. This first shirt is my wife's, Rebecca's. This is Darth Punk.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that shirt.
A mashup of course, Daft Punk and Darth Vader. Very cool. This is another one here, the Day of the Dead with Princess Leia.
That was awesome.
Amazing here, and I like this because it's got the R2-D2s around it. It has roses. It's also got script on here. It's awesome. This was given to me by a fan of my channel. I'm a huge fan of the dark side, and so wearing this is pretty awesome. Anything, and here, speaking of the dark side, my Darth Vader kind of trippy montage, kind of creating his helmet with a bunch of sort of like the Sith and.
That's rad.
I like this one a lot. I got this at, I think, Redbubble or something like that. And then this one I got at, I believe, at PAX last year. And it's kind of like the 8-bit Star Wars, kind of the classic movie poster. So, one of my favorites. All right, and then finally, I have one of my favorite things, and that is, this is so awesome. It's a Star Wars pop-up guide to the galaxy, and it actually made the New York bestsellers list.
Really?
It was that popular. It is amazing. So basically what it is it's a pop-up guide with a bunch of stuff in here. So you see here that like it's an ad, but it has all of these little side things as well.
Oh my gosh.
And it's all over the place. So I don't want to break anything, but it just goes on and on. And then you go here, but then it has like different layers like that. So it keeps going here, like for instance.
It's amazing.
So you have R2-D2, C-3PO, you have Princess Leia, you can keep going here with Wedge on the side.
Oh, Wedge on the side.
Wedge on the side. General Akbar. So we're gonna get to the end here. So notice that Darth Vader hit like inside the helmet there, you see Anakin, right, old. But look, and they light up.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And it tells the story and their stats.
That's amazing. I need
cool.
to go on Amazon right now and find it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, we'd love to know what you guys think below. Did you like this episode? Because we collect other stuff as well. We'd also love to know if you guys have some really cool Star Wars merchandise. And if you do, please post. Or if you're on Facebook or Twitter, send us a photo. We'd love to see it. Thanks, Kinsey, for coming on.
Of course, anytime.
All right, take care.